decide to go for it and you trust your quarterback in your passing game, let's find out what this coach wants to do.
They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They go right back to it. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there. Just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Now here's Sellers. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He's got great speed. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job.
Breaks into the open. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Runs through a tackle. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Russell on play action. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Hauls it in. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. With the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Bringing it back.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They go play action with Sellers. Buying some time as he moves left. Quickly to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Caught. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's got his man, and he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Play fake, Sellers. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. It looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And, man, this is a big decision coming up, right? Like, this is still a tie football game. So if you get stopped on 4th down, man, you're setting the other team up with good field position, almost in field goal position right off the jump. This is a big 4th down play.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. 4th down, Sellers. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Throwing, Sellers. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's It's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better.
Lofts one high and deep. Brings it down on the right side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Maybe that's exactly what this offense needed, man. They needed a big play, some kind of momentum to go their way. Offense really hadn't showed up in this football game yet. That gets them going. Maybe the QB gets a little juice. Maybe this is what that offense needed to get rolling.
On the ground, it's Hill. Fighting off the defender. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Bring in the heat. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
They're dealing with a second and long. Throwing Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown time!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Sellers throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The offense lining up for a first down play. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Punts it out of the air. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good change-up. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
The screen, he's got wheels. There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Again, it's Sellers. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Fires to the wideout. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And the Gamecocks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it. It's Fuller. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
From the gun on third down, Sellers. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the point after is good. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Russell. Here comes the heat. Breaks loose. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Runs through the tackle. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I got to be honest, guys. I'm a little surprised by the coverage on that play. It's third and short. You can't allow a hitch route to pick up the first down. You've got to have way tighter coverage than that.
Keelan Russell rushes on him. He's on the move. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
It's hard enough to get this guy on the ground once. That's his second sack of the day. Nice job getting in the backfield, not getting deceived by this guy's speed, because we've seen this QB, man. He can make people miss. Nice job getting him on the ground for the second time today.
To the air, it's Russell. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
So now it's 2nd and long. Throwing Russell. The sweet feet buy a little time. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Oh, they're after him. Complete downfield. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's Sellers to throw. Under fire. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Here's a heat. Pressure coming. They got it. Great pressure by this defense. And that'll do it. Here in the 2nd quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Just about set to get this second half underway. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. A stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays.
Caught, and he's got room. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They take the lead with the 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Throwing Sellers. Lets it fly. Catch inside the 25. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. The extra point here would tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Scott. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Russell. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. And he's to the 38-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
Pocket breaking down. Release to the back. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Still looking on the move. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. He'll try to get to the marker himself.
Man, interesting play call on third and long. I think we're thinking pass and which matchup do they try to exploit, and they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully, small gain, and now we got fourth down.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run it on the counter. Oh, it's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Under fire. And it's a sack.
All right, that's when the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A-gap or the B-gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, here comes possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Bringing the heat. Running to his left. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
These kind of QBs put a lot of pressure on defense. You think about it, it's so easy to roll him out to the left, a little bootleg action. Does he run it? Does he throw it? I got to cover the pass. I can't just give up the deep ball, and then he chews up a bunch of yards really quickly. So hard on defenses.
And he'll be brought down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Motion from the wideout. Keelan Russell. Here's the pressure. Got his man. Turning it on. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened.
It's complete to the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The AT unit on the field.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to him. Maybe a crease. The 40. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide ready to roll on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Throwing Russell. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the 3rd second sack of the game for this unit.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Russell stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Not only did he nail it, the direction is perfect as it heads to the sideline. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Tosses it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The run inside. It's Fuller. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Rushes on him. He slides past the 1st down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have been impressive. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Running inside, it's Fuller. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Sellers through the noise. He'll pull it down and run. Still on his feet at the 40. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
I'll tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive. Now trying to put this game in a good situation.
Sellers throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7
on third down. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's loose. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Sellers to throw for it on fourth. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Fights off a defender. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Keelan Russell. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Back to throw, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Moving away from pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Nice move to pick up yardage. Makes it past the marker. There's a crease. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on 3rd down would make it easier. They go play action with Russell. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. From the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Running to Green. Might have a chance. Touchdown, Bama! And with that, they move out front here on the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Sellers to throw. The screen, and watch out. Still running at the 40. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Under fire. Gets away. He's going to run it. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play.
Really good job by this defense. Way to be dialed in and understand. It's a pass, and they're trying to throw the football down the field, and that clock is ticking, but understanding what you're playing against. A guy that can absolutely fly. Nice job closing in on him and getting him on the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here's a heat. And the quick shuffle pass. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And this is why, as a defense, man, you don't want to let the quarterback outside the pocket. Once he gets outside the pocket, now everybody else has to adjust, and some people have to leave coverage, and he goes and he starts going towards his right. Nice job by the receiver finding some space towards the sidelines. They get the completion and make the play.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
And I'm loving the command of this quarterback right here. You can tell he's not worried. He knows his answers. 3 for 3 on the drive, moving the ball down the field, trying to put this offense in a position to get right back in this football game.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Throwing, Sellers. It's complete to the right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. This crowd knows when to bring it. Now here's Sellers. Pressure coming. Trying to buy time. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The Gamecocks with a response and a touchdown of their own. And they'll go for 2 to try to win it right here. And this crowd is deafening, trying to will the stop. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Sellers. It's incomplete, and the try for two and the attempt to take the lead does not work in the final seconds. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.